Iron Maiden, their original album, Iron Maiden. It's got one of my personal favourite songs, which is called Charlotte the Harlot. That's a real funny one, actually. I really like that one. It's a really good one, that. Killers by Iron Maiden. This is a really good one. It contains their song Twilight Bones and a lot of their weird ones. It's not the best one though. I think it's one of the weakest of their early stuff. Classic. Iron Maiden's The Number of the Beast. It contains their song, of course, Number of the Beast. It was Run to the Hills, Children of the Damned. There's some really good ones there. The Prisoner. Whoa, sorry. Iron Maiden's Peace of Mind. It's got their song like The Trooper, which is one of my personal favourites. Where Eagles Dare. Flight of Icarus. Yeah, some really good ones there. Power Slave. Got a nice Egyptian theme on that. It's got their song Minutes to Midnight. The Duelist, Flash of the Blade. Really good. Somewhere in Time. Caught Somewhere in Time. And there's a Stranger in a Strange Land. There's some really good ones, that. Seventh Son of a Seventh Son. It's got their song Only the Good Die Young, which is another one of my personal favourites. Iron Maiden's Fear of the Dark. It's got their song Fear of the Dark, which is another one of my personal favourites. Weekend Warrior's a good one. Be Quick or Be Dead is another one. Afraid to Shoot Strangers. Really cool. We move on to their later stuff. I skipped out a few albums that I haven't got yet. Iron Maiden's A Matter of Life and Death. It's one of my favourite songs, which is The Pilgrim. Incidentally, that was one of the first Iron Maiden songs I actually listened to. And their newest album, The Final Frontier. My dad always said, is it based on Star Trek in any way? So I'm not sure really. I guess there's some sort. Satellite 15, The Final Frontier, Mother of Mercy. It's one of my personal favourites, Mother of Mercy. When the Man Who Would Be King, When the Wind Blows. That's a really cool one. Disturbed, 10,000 Fists. There's their song Stricken and Sons of Plunder and Land of Confusion. It's one of my personal favourites. Disturbed's Indestructible, because the song's Indestructible and Haunted and Inside the Fire. It's really cool. Disturbed's Asylum. This is another really good one. It says Asylum, The Infection. There's some really cool ones there. Lost Prophets, The Betrayed. That's another really good one. I like their song. What's this? What's my favourite? Dirty Little Heart. That's a really cool song on there. Good Charlotte, The Young and the Hopeless. It's got some of my favourites there. The Anthem, Lifestyles of the Rich and the Famous, The Story of My Old Man, Girls and Boys, My Bloody Valentine, Hold On, The Day That I Die, The Young and the Hopeless, Emotionless and Move On. Fall Out Boy from Under the Cork Tree. Contains some of my three favourites on this, like Dance Dance, Sugar We're Going Down, and my personal favourite by Fall Out Boy is A Little Less 16 Candles, A Little More Touch Me. It's, sometimes just shortened to A Little Less 16 Candles, but it's a really good one, that's a really good one. Within Temptation's The Unforgiving. I quite like these guys, Within Temptation. Fire and Ice is one of my personal favourites on this one. In the Middle of the Night's really quite cool. Shot in the Dark's also really good as well. Kill Hannah, Until There's Nothing Left of Us. This contains their song Lips Like Morphine, which is one of my personal favourite ones. El Nino, Confession. This has their song How Could I Live, which is used in the soundtrack of Freddy vs Jason. And it also has the song All the Right Words, which I really like. It's funny enough, it's actually got a How Can I Live in Spanish, because they're a Spanish band. 30 Seconds to Mars, This Is War. Contains their song This Is War. Night of the Hunter, Kings and Queens, 100 Suns, A Hurricane, Search and Destroy, Stranger in a Strange Land. I've yet to discern whether that's actually Stranger in a Strange Land is their cover of the Iron Maiden song, Stranger in a Strange Land. I'm not sure if it is, but the title was exactly the same though. Blimey. Linkin Park's Hybrid Theory. I tried them doing these all in order, I got those mixed up. Because there's a song Paper Cut, Crawling, some really Forgotten, some really cool ones there. Linkin Park's Minutes to Midnight. Leave out all the rest. It's my personal favourite from this one. What I've Done, Valentine's Day. It's really cool one there. Nightwish, Highest Hopes, the best of Nightwish. Wish I Had an Angel, Stargazers, Kinslayer, Ever Dream, Elven Sleep, Nemo, Sleeping Sun, Dead to the World, Over the Hills and Far Away, Sacramento Wilderness. They got their own cover of Phantom of the Opera on here, some really good ones there. Slipknot, Volume 3, The Subliminal Verses. This contains their songs Duality and Before I Forget, and both parts of their song Vermilion. Now we get some of the big stuff. These are the big boys, shall I say. If Iron Maiden is one of the other ones, the greatest hits of Guns N' Roses. Welcome to the Jungle, Sweet Child of Mine, Paradise City, Knock on Heaven's Door, You Could Be Mine, Don't Cry, November Rain, Live and Let Die, Sympathy for the Devil. That's some really cool ones on there, some of my personal favourites. Some really great Guns N' Roses stuff, you know, with Axl Rose and all that, and you know, and all the bunch, you know. Some really good stuff there. AC/DC's Back in Black. It says Hell's Bells, What Do You Do for Money, Honey, Giving the Dog Bone, Let Me Put My Love Into You, Back in Black, You Shook Me All Night Long, Have a Drink on Me, Shake a Leg, Rock and Roll Ain't Noise Pollution, Shoot to Thrill. That's a really good one there. The Very Best of Aerosmith. Dude Looks Like a Lady, Janie's Got a Gun, and of course you can't have it without having I Don't Want to Miss a Thing. You know, it's always a famous song because it was used in Armageddon, but that's the one that's most of them become famous for. R.E.M., The Best of the IRS Years, 1982 to 1987, and I Feel Fine. I mostly bought this for their song It's the End of the World as We Know It, which is their most famous song, but it's really good stuff there. 30 Years of Rock by Greatest Hits of George Thorogood and the Destroyers. I bought this mostly for their song Bad to the Bone, which is used in Terminator 2. Really awesome. Guy that. And then there's Black Sabbath here. And most is Iron Man and Electric Funeral are my personal favourites out of those lot. So that's all the albums. Now it's on to the singles. Singles, Avril Lavigne's He Wasn't. It's a single for their one song. It also contains a video diary of her in London at the time. Hard Rock Hallelujah by Lordi. This contains the Eurovision radio edit and the full album version, and it also contains their version of Mr. Killjoy. Lost Prophets, Rooftops. That's a great song, this one. It contains also a demo of their song Ordinary Life. Monster by The Automatic. It also contains their song Night Drive. Less Than Jake, Everything Is Overrated. It also contains their songs Still Life Franchise and Only Human. Busted Thunderbirds. This was the first one I got. It was when the Thunderbirds movie came out. This was the only thing, this was the first piece of music I got into because it was about Thunderbirds. I don't listen to this much anymore, but still, you know. And this is another one. Classic Event the Movies, the sequel. It contains a lot of things. Pirates of the Caribbean, Superman, Casino Royale, Fantasia, Edward Scissorhands, The Gadfly, The Godfather, Jurassic Park, The Queen, The Shawshank Redemption, 7 Years in Tibet, The Zulu, Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, Pride and Prejudice, The Da Vinci Code, Hannibal, Much Ado About Nothing, Death in Venice, Troy, Emma, Captain Corelli's Mandolin, Memoirs of a Geisha, A Beautiful Mind, 633 Squadron, The Page Turners, Cinema Paradiso, Henry V, Babe, Brief Encounter, The Last Samurai, Where Eagles Dare, The Civil War, The Servant of Venice, The Trapped, Star Trek, Braveheart, Somewhere in Time, The Forgettable Year 1919, Titanic, Fantasia, and American Beauty. It's a lot on there. We've also got the original one downstairs. But anyway, that's my music collection. I'll make another video soon. See you guys. Rock on.